It only gets realer from here. Now, back to you guys with another live segment. But first, I want to give a shout out to all my fellow Pisceans out there, gang. You all already know we in the building. Also want to give a shout out to all my 2-2s and my 3-3s and my 2-2-2s and my 3-3-3s and my 7-7-7s. And shout out to any other angelical numerical numbers that I may have forgot to mention. I also want to thank everybody for coming to support the channel. Thank you. And those of you that are new, welcome to the channel. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to click that bell notification, be notified of my upcoming videos and content. And we're going to jump right in. Don't forget to smash that like button. And don't forget to send me a gift. Now, let's go into the topic here. Now, let's talk about this. So, the Pisces shift changed, this, which means that the Pisces shift is a situation where the two fish can never separate. I'm going to tell you why. Now, when it comes to a Pisces, you guys know that Pisces is ruled by two fish swimming in opposite directions. And see, it's not the symbolism here. It's a whole psychological, spiritual reality, okay? Now, whenever a situation may arise where a Pisces needs to escape, just know that it always escapes with two fish, okay? Now, I'm going to tell you guys what this means. I'm going to break it down to you, okay? So, how does I'll put it like this. How does a Pisces move between the light fish and the shadow fish? Because that's what it is. It's the light fish, one going upstream to the heavens, one going downstream to the earth. Now, when it comes to rising Pisces, we're going to talk about that too, and moon in Pisces. Now, another thing is that the shift is different there. So when it comes to the rising Pisces and the moon in Pisces, the shift change is different, just so you know. So with those of you that may try to, try to compare the both and think that that they are the same, they're not. Welcome, Misty. What's going on with you? What's going on? Said, how I'm doing all right. He said last week, big changes for his facts. Now, I had to get a vote because I do have two channels. I have another channel called Team Pisces. And I just wanted to get a vote if you guys think I should turn this channel into an all Pisces channel and just do nothing but Pisces videos, since that's, for the most part, that's all I've really been doing anyway. But if you guys think I should just type 1, if I should just continue on with the just Pisces videos, all different types of, reaction videos, live videos, everything Pisces, in other words. Press 1, and if you think I should do different signs, then press 2. Just trying to give y'all the best content possible. Now, so getting back, okay, I'm gonna talk about the separation between the two, because there's a reason why if you was to separate the light fish from the shadow fish, then what would happen to Pisces? What would happen? Well, obviously there would be a collapse. See, so what this means, where there's the light fish. Let me see. Missy said 1 and get on threads. Okay, what? Now I heard about the threads. You talking about with what's that? The threads on Instagram? Okay. Welcome, Jocelyn. Said both 1 and 2. Okay. All right. So we got 2 votes so far. All right. Yeah. So when you so I'm waiting for more people to let me know if I know we got about 10 people in here. So anybody want to add a 1 or a 2? If you think I should do just the Pisces only, or just do all signs. Now, okay, so the reason, like I said, if you separate both of these, the light Pisces, the light side, which is one of the fishes, and then the other fish is the shadow side. Another person said Pisces only. Anybody else? Okay, now another thing is the fact, when you separate you can't separate the fish. See, that's the whole point, because when we say Okay, Dennis, welcome said, one said Pisces only. So what I'm trying to gauge too is to see how many Pisces are actually out of the 13 that's in here. Everybody type Pisces if you're a Pisces, just so I can get a feel of who's watching. Is it mostly Pisces that's watching, or other signs are watching as well? Let me see. Misty said everything about Pisces, tell them all our secrets. Okay, all right, so I'm just trying to get a feel because okay, I see what you said. Anthony Welcome said, brother, we need a Pisces versus Earth and other water signs. Okay. Yeah, I could do that. I could mix it in as well. Like I say, I just want to make sure that I, reaching my audience. See, Jocelyn said she's an Aries, but have a lot of Pisces on the chart. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's funny you said Aries because like I just met an Aries today. Well, no, actually it was 2 days, well, yesterday. So for 2 days I've known a new Aries, and so far so good. This man put me up. Listen, this is what I love about Aries, okay? I'll say this real quick. Now, I was trying to get help back when I was cool with the Scorpio to help me with my OBS studio, right? And this man literally procrastinated, it didn't happen, okay? Now with the Aries, I just met him yesterday. I said, yo, can you help me set up my OBS studio? And he's like, yo, I got you. Walk me through it. And then I already got it set up. He explained it so well, so fast, and just so easy to the point to where a damn 5th grader could do it. I'm like, man, it was this easy the whole time. It's just once you start to, click the mouse and you get familiar with how to do it with somebody that shows you how to do it the right way, it's so easy to do, you guys. But I ain't gonna lie, I couldn't figure that out on my own when I first tried it because it was too many little clickety clacks and just too much. Okay, just said on it, 100 facts. Okay, said here I am again, Pisces versus Cap. Okay, I got all those type of videos I could do. See, Misty said I like Aries myself, love their drive. Facts. And that's the thing, it's like I like the fact Aries doesn't hold back. I feel like just giving you, whatever they got on their mind and just go ahead and say it's like so much easier to understand and like get to the next thing. Now, so yeah. So what I'll do is, like I say, from the people that's in here, like I say, I consider everybody's answers, the best way I can. So that way I'm not, doing the wrong content. Cause I know I kind of posted some random testings of the OBS studio, but I got it now. I got rid of the echoing and like all the little problems that pretty much I had to fix. But yeah, so getting back, one fish, the light side of Pisces is consider everything that is good about Pisces. So Pisces needs this, okay? Because if there's no mercy, then there's going to be chaos. So one fish forgives, see? Now, the other shadow fish, the Pisces going, like I say, the fish going downstream is considered the one who ends chapters. So you got one that forgives and one that ends and closes the cycle. So it's pretty much like puts the person's soul in the coffin and buries it, all right, to start a new beginning. Now, this is why Pisces is misunderstood, because when you forgive, it's almost like it's over with. When you forgive, you take your control back from it. You discard the emotions, so you are no longer holding this person accountable because you forgave them. So that's the first thing that confuses people. And also the fact that you can close a chapter within that person in their cycle. And people don't understand that doing both of these at the same time is what they don't understand, see? Because people expect you to be hurt. Like if someone were to hurt you and you as a Pisces may say, you know what, it's not even worth it. It's not worth it for me to really engage and, just unload all these different types of emotions. it's not even worth it. So people don't expect Pisces to, to think first, because Pisces does use logic. A lot of people think Pisces is all emotional. No, Pisces uses logic and good reasoning to assess a situation. And a Pisces knows when to use the emotions and when to not use the emotion, because a Pisces won't waste the empathy on something that's not important. Now, people forget that Pisces are also very detached. See, more than an Aquarius. Because if a Pisces can decide that logically and say something's not worth it, guess what? They're automatically going to detach, meaning no emotion. And it might appear as though that Pisces is unbothered or that they don't care. No, it's because they've already processed what they're going to do. See, they've already assessed the situation. They already processed what needs to happen, and they already just go along with it. So they're thinking first before they just respond or react. That's the last thing they want to do, is react, because it's very difficult to control a Pisces in such a way when you're expecting a reaction, okay? Now, when it comes to underestimating a Pisces that has a light side and a shadow side, never do this, because if you it's the most dangerous thing you could do if you were to assume, because those are all the behaviors of you being a victim to the illusion. See, because the Pisces illusion is the strongest from every other illusion that you could ever imagine, because Pisces can appear to be one way and then be another way at the same time. See, that's why they say if you get with a Pisces man, he could be everything that you love and everything you hate about a person at the same damn time. See, you can name probably 10 things you just hate about that Pisces man, and then it's 10 good things that you like about that person. And that's where the confusion starts, because you can't pick one. It's like they have both qualities of the alpha and omega. So when it comes to personality wise, Pisces doesn't just have one personality. No. See, and the thing about it is two personalities. So when the shift happens, you feel it. This is why people say, oh, you're not that friendly with me. Oh, you're friendly with this person. Or, hey, I never heard you talk like that. Because with different people, Pisces responds differently. So you might hear the neighbor say, hey, Pisces, how you doing? And all of a sudden the Pisces might be a little bit more friendly. And then when you speak to that Pisces, you don't get that type of treatment. You don't get that same energy, because Pisces has more than one personality. See, Pisces knows how to instantly talk to that next door neighbor with that same amount of energy, because that's because that Pisces has already matched that person's energy to know how to communicate with that person. So if they're a little bit more friendly, that's because that neighbor is friendly. See, so a Pisces is like, oh, hey, how you doing, man? Well, a little bit more giddy, but with you, it's more dry and more just laid back, nonchalant. And it's like, oh, you don't be all friendly with me like that. So what's up? You don't like me? And that's how people misunderstand Pisces. Is like, no, it's just that you've accustomed to my regular dry energy. I don't need to be all excited to talk to you, because I've always been relaxed. With this neighbor, he's a little bit more hyper. So I gotta be a little more giddy with him, because the energy, see, it takes more energy for me to communicate with this person. If I was to shift my energy, then guess what? Me and the neighbor wouldn't get along. See, because if they're hyping, I'm all like low key, laid back and nonchalant, he's gonna read into my unbothered, that's what he's gonna assume is, oh, is you unbothered? Or, hey, he doesn't really seem that interested in what I'm saying, and he's so excited to talk. So that's why a lot of times when you operate with low energy, people misread into it. But also, it could be a good thing, because if they start projecting onto you and you've never said those things, then that lets you know hidden motives are at hand, because now it becomes a control game because that person wants to control you because now, oh, you're doing something different and because it's outside of their control. Now, let's talk about this Pisces shift. Now, the two fish represent, as I said, the first fish represents the light side, compassion, empathy, forgiveness, and healing. Now, the second fish represents detachment, like I said, detachment, endings, karma, and disappearance. See? So if your Pisces doesn't show up for something you guys, talked about, you planned together, and next you know, your Pisces just doesn't show up. That was number two, okay? That was the second fish. Remember I said there's two fish, so stop getting hot and bothered, butthurt about, oh, Pisces pulled a fast one. No, that's the personality. Because a Pisces will always do two things. They will always have two personalities. It's not a bad thing. It just means that they might say yes at first, but then if like I said, if the energy shifts from saying yes, they might end up saying no because something changed. It could have been your tone. It could have been all of a sudden you started acting like, differently, or something that just threw the Pisces off to where, oh no, I said yes, but hey, I gotta say no too. See? Because it's like, yo, things change. It wasn't the same feeling before I said yes. And when the Pisces detects that instant switch up, that energy shift, as soon as it changes, a Pisces is like, oh, hold on. It's like, yeah, now the water is like the temperature changes. So a Pisces is like, hold on, let me go get my coat. It got kind of chilly, So it's like, yeah, it was warm at first. I was all, comfortable with that decision of, hey, going to the beach. But now I got to go home and get my coat and I might not come back. So it's like, you got to understand when it's with Pisces, what is fish one, fish two. So that's why you end up getting, this wishy-washy type of behavior, because Pisces has a detachment. So a Pisces is like, yo, wait, like, is this my friend, or hey, does this something have to be ended here? See, because like I said, the Pisces can stay with you because you need healing. But if they feel as though you could be a problem, or hey, you might try to be out to control them, then they're definitely going to pull a disappearing act on you, see? Now, another thing, why is all this happening? Because a Pisces will shift their energy and when I said the energy, I'm talking about the two fish. A Pisces will shift based on what? Their emotional safety. If a Pisces don't feel emotionally safe with that decision, they're not doing it. It could be yes because they felt comfortable, whatever it was, whoever, maybe you were much more in a good mood, or maybe you were just friendly, or hey, you made them feel emotionally safe that first day. And all of a sudden, you catch an attitude or something just switches with you. A Pisces will feel that and say, hold on, now this person got an attitude, or they, dismissive of me, or just acting funny now, but I said, yes, I'll come to their birthday or something. Then a Pisces will say, I don't feel emotionally safe going with that. So now, you know what? I ain't going that shit. It's like, oh, damn, but Pisces, you didn't keep your word. It's like, well, I guess, this is what happens then. You get out of that headlock from time to time if you feel like you're in one. So to pull out, you got to expect that with Pisces, that a Pisces can agree to disagree. So it's almost like you cannot force a pin that Pisces down for the 3 count and force them to follow through with something. Because I'm going to tell you, even if it's 5 minutes before the birthday party starts, if a Pisces feels like something's off, they ain't coming. Even if they were dressed for it, ready, got the Uber, got the ride, they could just have arrived and then leave that instant because they see it's too many damn people there. Like if a Pisces agree to something, and then let's say they arrive, Uber drops them off, and then they look and it's like 30 people outside the door waiting to get in. A Pisces like, oh, hell no, it's too many people. It's too many people here, man. No, they didn't tell me all these people was coming. I'm finna leave. Next thing you know, a Pisces would just leave unapologetically. They'll just leave and be like, you should have told me it was going to be 50 plus people here, man. I thought it was just us and a couple other people. You done invited the whole damn nation of domination here. I'm not finna deal with you. I'm not finna do this because too many people. Because a Pisces don't have the capacity or energy to pour into everybody in one container in that environment, because a Pisces knows that there could be a brown bear in that group of people. Now, how does a Pisces shift between the two fish? The life fish, okay. When the Pisces operating out of a yeah, definitely. Like I say, Aquarius is ruthless, but not when you know them. They're more ruthless when you don't know them. See, once you have, I'm telling you, once you actually observe Aquarius and you see their behaviors, you would be laughing at, you would literally be laughing your ass off because of how predictable they are. It's when you don't know them is when they're ruthless, and because it's hard to catch them doing stuff when you're not aware. See, because you have to know why they're detaching or why they're, leaving from time to time, but that's a mind game. It's not so much of something that they just do on the regular basis. Scorpio is emotional. We already then came from that chapter. Scorpio, to sum it up in a nutshell, they're very emotional. That's their comfort, is the emotional. A situation that requires emotions. See, because where there's emotions, there's reactions. See, they'll do things intentionally on purpose to get a reaction. And I mean go out of their way, but then they get pissed off and depressed and obsessed with the fact of, oh, I didn't get to piss this person off, or hey, the little low blow that I used, it didn't work. Oh, I'm pissed now. So those are the things, when it backfires, they can't handle it. See, because there was so much energy transmuted into hurting the other person, only to what? Be shortchanged and not get any emotional reaction back from it. It makes them feel stupid. See, what a waste of energy. So that's the thing with Scorpio. You cannot react, fam. You cannot, even if it hurts, even if they do you dirty, just say, oh, well, that's unfortunate, and move on. No emotional reactions, because that's what fuels them. You almost are giving them free gas to run off of when you react. Now, let's talk about this life fish. Okay, so how does a Pisces shift between the two fish? Starting with the life fish. Well, if a Pisces is operating out of fish one, they would be more susceptible, or I'll say this, they'll be more prone to giving people second chances. See, so this life fish is a little bit more lenient. Oh, give this person a second chance. Oh, maybe something bad, they will make an excuse for you. Oh, maybe you had a bad day, this is why you're disrespecting me, or hey, maybe this, and they try to save you, cut corners and save you, giving you a second chance. That's the light side. Now, both fish are just as powerful. So don't don't get it twisted and think that, oh, this life fish is way much more nicer to know, or to deal with, because hell no. They're both very powerful, and they got their drawbacks, meaning like this could be an illusion in itself if it's used intentionally by the Pisces to fool you. This is where you really got to watch it, but that would be more related to a dark side Pisces. Now, going back, life fish gives the second chances. Now, the next thing the life fish would do is absorb emotions. See, which is trying to empathize with others and understand others clearly. That will bring what? Clarity. So when it comes to a light side, if a Pisces is operating out of the light side, another example is the fact that they will sacrifice their comfort. See, where they would be more inclined to make you feel comfortable. So a Pisces might sacrifice their comfort, meaning, oh, even though if I give you my hoodie and you don't have your coat, okay, I'll freeze and give you my coat. It's like, yeah, I'm sacrificing my comfort to make you feel comfortable. So that's where the light side Pisces is really using their compassion in the moment. Now, another thing too is they will avoid conflict. Now, it's not that they're afraid. It's just that they see the conflict, but they also know there's a risk involved. And they know that if I partake in this situation in such a way where I get into a fight, then there's risk. So to lower the risk factor, that's where the Pisces will say, okay, I'm just going to avoid getting into any beef or conflict with anybody to make this situation worse for me. See, because a Pisces in that sense would be looking out for themselves. It's not so much, oh, how you feel or what you think about that Pisces. No, a Pisces is like, I don't want to fight because I don't want to go to jail. You see, got too much stuff going on right now. Now, another thing about the light side fish is the fact that they will forgive quickly. See, they can be hurt. You could do something terribly. Just a Pisces is like, you know what? I'll heal. I'll just let it go. I'll heal because I know just as I can heal someone else, I can heal myself quicker. So I'll get over it. So I'll just go ahead and let it go. Now that pisses people off because they expect you to what? Have a meltdown. They expect you to react. They expect you to be wounded for days on end. Now, another trait of a light fish to know if a Pisces is operating out of the light side fish, if you want to say fish one, is the fact they see potential in others and themselves. So that's the type of behavior that'll come off very encouraging, supportive, saying, hey, you should do this, you should take that job, or hey, you should, go ahead and do that, that goal that you have in mind. They just know how to see your potential. A lot of times too, they can help you and encourage you to do something that, hey, maybe you didn't believe in yourself. They'll say, yeah, do that. And a lot of times they can help you come up with something that they might not even had the chance to use for themselves. So, hey, be very appreciative of it, because a lot of times Pisces can give other people the greatest and best ideas. And it's like, damn, I should have used that for myself. I done told this person to go do that. Or, hey, they should do it, or, hey, accomplish that, and boom, So you got to look at it like that. Now, another thing of the light fish is that they may over empathize. See? So that's just like making sure you're okay, making sure you're fully healed and that you don't need anything. The next thing is that the light side fish one can minimize pain. So let me see, it's snowing, you guys, but yeah, they can minimize pain. Like I say, at this point, it's almost like the light side is almost, they pretty much are over it. Like they're not the type of put it like this, they're not gonna be in the type of feelings of, oh, I'm gonna experience this pain or hold on to it. It's like they instantly just let it go. Now, another thing with the fish one light side is that they may blame themselves, see, for why a situation is happening the way it's happening, because again, it's all about the comfort and being selfless to basically say, okay, if something were to go wrong with you being in my custody, then it's my fault. See, because I should have made sure we were safe emotionally. So a Pisces, listen what I'm saying, they already know that if you are with them, they will feel fully responsible, fully accountable for whatever happens. So it's almost like, what if they're the driver, then hey, nothing should go wrong. Like I say, unless it's destined, unless that was a detriment or the destiny or karma, nothing should go wrong. See, so a Pisces knows if something goes wrong where, hey, they don't take care of you in the situation, they're gonna take the self-blame and say, oh, it's my fault. See, it was my fault because I'm going to tell you, it's easier for a Pisces to heal. So if it's my fault, a Pisces would take all the weight of the whole situation and say, you know what, it's my fault. I shouldn't even have had you in this environment. I shouldn't even have took you to this neighborhood. I shouldn't have had you even meet these people. So a Pisces just trying to end the situation without it being a fight of debating of, or, oh, it's your fault. A Pisces say, you know, it's my fault. Because then a Pisces is taking all the power and basically ending the situation before it becomes a problem, if that makes sense. See, it's easy to say it's my fault and it's over with because Pisces knows all I gotta do is take the fire, put the fire out. If I put the fire out, you can't control me and get under my skin with all that debating and trying to make me feel bad or trying to blame me. I just say, hey, it's my fault. Even if it's not, what am I doing? I'm just ending it. I'm ending it before it becomes a problem. See that? So that's the whole genius, smart, way beyond smart. People don't understand just how, see, if you have a weak mind, if you try to use projection, then you're going to say, oh, that Pisces is just soft and just lets everything just roll off. You know, it's all his fault. And then some people will try to tell you, the control freaks, they'll try to tell you, Pisces, that, oh, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. Don't say that. No, it's not. No, it's not. Because they know the power in you saying it's my fault. Because listen, remember I said that nobody takes the victim card from Pisces. See, it can't, hey, it's not enough room to fit two people. So Pisces is saying, hey, it's my fault. Because I know that I can get over this, I can handle this situation better than you could if it was your fault. So I'd rather not even give you the audacity or the power to feel as though it was your fault, so you could rub it in somebody's face or try to make the situation worse for the both of us. So no, it was my fault. It's just a better way to end the situation, to what? Distinguish the situation. Now, the next thing is what fish number one, light-sided, is that they hope for change. See, very flexible. This is, like I say, the light side Pisces is the strongest because listen, the light side Pisces understands that, hey, there's only one concern, and that's compassion. See, as long as we all about comfort, we all about safety, emotionally being safe, everything gonna be good. See, this will be considered the best friend. See, or hey, if it's your husband, your wife, or whoever it may be, light side Pisces is the one to get. Now, here's the thing: when hoping for change, like I say, that just means hoping for the best. Now, the next one I have is for the light-sided fish number one, is the light-sided Pisces likes to protect others, okay? So, as I mentioned, if you are in that custody or of that Pisces feel full accountable for you. Meaning, hey, they're gonna make sure you're good, make sure you eat, make sure you're safe, make sure you feel good, So that's a good thing. Now, another thing is that they may nurture you silently. So even if they don't express it, they'll still show it. See, showing it can actually make a person feel it better anyway because of the absorption. Okay. Now, another thing is with the light-sided Pisces, they fully understand how to use the intuition. See, they trust it. That's the number one key, is they trust it. They don't try to ruminate about it and hey, tossing it around, flipping it up, steamrolling it. It's like, no, they just trust it as it is. Now, the next one I have is they heal wounds. See, that's why I said that at this point, at this frequency, the light side Pisces, it literally handles everything. See, no one feels hurt. No one does none of this when there is the light side Pisces present. Now, another thing is they wait patiently. They soften the tone. See, they help themselves and others get a full understanding of what's going on regarding anything, the situation, other people, believes in promises. See? So, hey, if you promise something, they promise something, they more likely try to deliver it. See? So, I mean, like, in such a way, they try to keep their word, and they want you to keep yours too. Another thing with the light side Pisces is they try to avoid endings. See, because they can, oh hell, they can end a situation if they really want to. Trust. It's the fact that they just want to save you just to keep the peace. So it's like, yo, yeah, you know, I don't want to do it to you. So let me just, we could avoid the ending. I want you to be all right. I want you to have a second chance. See, I don't want to just crush you and just step on you like the ant that you the ant that you are. But hey, let them live. Let them go free. So this would be the light side Pisces will see a spider and actually try to save it. For example, oh, I could end you easily. I could just squish you and you die. But hey, why not give you a second chance? You done showed up. So hey, let me help you back to happy land again and put you over here. See, that's what a Pisces would do to a person. It's like, yeah, I could hurt you, but I'm trying to avoid that. So the light side Pisces is more lenient, more cool, more easy to deal with, easy to talk to, easy to work with, and all that fair share of things. But let me tell you about the dark side, the shadowfish. Because and that's the thing, the light side Pisces loves. That's the most beautiful thing about the light side Pisces. They actually love others. They actually want to merge, connect with someone. But unfortunately, the shadow side is the number 2 fish, man. Now, the shadowfish, man. Now, the shadowfish withdraws suddenly. Now, this is, hey, forget about withholding information. But when the Pisces the shadow dark side, we say you can say either or. We're gonna say the shadowfish number 2 withdraws suddenly. So that means get the hell up out of somewhere that they don't want to either. You know what's funny? They don't even have to have a reason. It don't have to be a reason why that Pisces just withdraws and just gets up and moves around. Just have to leave this situation. That could be from either just getting up from talking to you. Have you ever had someone talking to you and then they get up and leave and walk away as you're talking to them? That's a Pisces docile type of withdrawal. Yes. Now, think of the person that walks in the bank and does a silent withdrawal. Goes to the teller and literally just leaves a note and then just walks out the damn door. And the note says, man, put my money in my bank account number 22578. And then, hey, have a good day. If a Pisces just want to just withdraw suddenly, they just gonna leave, man. And you ain't gonna find them, and you ain't gonna know what happened, fam. Because it's just so sudden and just, it's intentional, yes. Now, the next thing is the shadow fish number 2 will go silent on you. Oh, man, now this is a big one because there's 2 things that are happening when this behavior starts to show with fish number 2 is that maybe that Pisces is on to you. Maybe the Pisces just doesn't like you. Maybe the Pisces is just doesn't want to say anything else. Doesn't want to add much to the let's say the conversation. Like, let's say a Pisces is in a room full of people, and they're congregating, they're talking, amongst each other, and then a Pisces just doesn't have interest in the shit they're talking about. And a Pisces could just have been, lollygagging and small talking, and all of a sudden, silence. Pisces ain't talking no more. Let me tell you, when that Pisces goes silent, remember I said, fish number 2 is just as intelligent as the light side fish, fam. It's the same fish. It's the same Pisces, just has has the gift of both worlds. So that same Pisces that shadow fish, he caught on to something. She caught on to something. Everybody missed it. Let's say you start lying mid-sentence. A Pisces just catch you in a lie real quick. A Pisces like, oh, hell no, this motherfucker lied. I'm done. I ain't talking no more. Like, that's how a Pisces goes silent on you. Because they Pisces realized something ain't authentic here with these people. Something's fishy. And that's the thing, when the Pisces go quiet, they get docile, they go quiet. You don't even realize that the Pisces caught on to your lie. A Pisces will let you hang yourself and make you think they're still listening, but they're really just giving you more rope. See? So it's like once a Pisces is like, okay. And then you got to know too, a Pisces will a Pisces will set a trap, will put a boundary somewhere that you don't see it. You won't even feel it coming, because a Pisces will say, okay, they can feel and see the person that needs the most attention in the room. So a Pisces like, you know what? I'm going to just be quiet and see how this person responds. See? Because if I know you're lying, all I got to do is stop talking. And once I stop talking, when a person when a person feels uncomfortable, forget about projection. They're going to be like, they're going to try to keep talking. No, to only notice that, oh, this one person is not even engaging. The first thing they're going to want to know is why. See? Oh, you must know about me, or hey, you must know I'm full of shit. So, hey, why did this person go quiet? See? And that's the thing, that's how Pisces can trip you up and catch you lying and telling lies and make you feel and know that you're lying. See? Because a Pisces ain't going to deal with nothing that's not authentic for him. No. Now, here's the thing. Another thing Pisces, the shadow fish number 2 would do is detach emotionally. They could throw you off. They might just start dancing in the middle of a serious moment or serious conversation between someone or whatever the situation may be. A Pisces can just tune out and just detach to where, oh, they're not talking to you in an emotional sense, or hey, they know it's almost like, oh, where did he go? Mentally, he just faded into a whole nother universe. Remember they say Pisces be in their own mind, their own world. Yes. And you're not invited. See? So, so here's the thing. Another thing with the shadow fish is no nonsense. There's no nonsense. No, they don't play those type of games, the smiling. If they get locked up, they're not going to say a word. For what? They're not going to be trying to be all jokey and showing, oh, there ain't no free emotions on the board. No. You can't just know me like that just off of, oh, we're all locked up and we're sitting in the bullpen. I don't have shit for you. But a facial expression of, hey, I want to get the fuck out of here, but I ain't finna sit here and lollygag with y'all like I'm cool with y'all, because remember I said the more talking you do, what are you showing? Vulnerability. See? Now, people know who they can mess with because of the more information that person gives them. See, you gotta be careful with that. But with the shadowfish, for the next one, is they stop explaining themselves. See, they also end access that other people may have to them, that they know that they may have wrongfully given them access to. They'll say, oh, damn, why was I even talking to this person? Let me remove their access card. No more fobbing through this damn entrance, fucking around with me. So you gotta know what a Pisces to know, like, oh, they'll take that access right away to the point where they'll forget about you. And then that person will remember a Pisces trying to use all that emotion. Hey, Pisces, you remember me? I was the one that, we had that long conversation and we were talking for hours over in the parking lot. And the Pisces is like, access. Pisces is like, yeah, I remember you, but I ain't going to tell you that. I'm going to act like I don't know who you are because, yeah, weren't you the one that I removed the access from? Okay. No, I don't know you. So that's the thing you gotta be careful with, because that Pisces will be absent-minded and just like, where do I know you from? Oh, so you're the one I was talking. Oh, I think I know who you are. You're the one I removed the access from. Okay, makes sense. Now, I'm gonna tell you what leads up to that is because with the shadow fish, he or she they observe quietly. See, you gotta know. See, this is the thing with people watching Pisces. Everything is in plain sight. You want to know why it isn't to other people? Because they're falling for the illusion, man. You don't make any noise and you don't announce shit. You don't say, hey, everybody, I'm observing. Watch me, I'm observing. No, a Pisces is just going to lock in like a shark and observe. See? And Pisces notice every little thing that's moving, from eye movements. See, a Pisces is really locked in and tuned in to those eye movements, because your eyes don't lie. Your eyes tell everything about you. Remember I said, especially your left eye. So when a Pisces knows, oh, if you're not paying attention to me and I'm observing you, you're in trouble. Because you don't know what I see. It's what you can't see. The subconscious. If I see any type of nervous, your body reacting because you're nervous, oh yeah, then I know that you're worried about something. See, if I watch you closely, I could just download everything that I subconsciously see about you and manifest the outcome. See, ahead of time. By the time you catch breath and try to, why is he looking at me like that? Oh, because you left something floating out in the wilderness. You let something floating out in the wilderness. I caught on to it early, and now I see. You want to know how do I know this to be true? Have you ever went to self-checkout in the grocery store only to realize that anybody could just steal some shit and walk right out the door? I'm going to tell you why. Because no one's doing their damn job. You got to understand the illusion is, oh, I just want to get it paid. I just want my paycheck. So I'm going to sit here at this desk and be in my phone, or hey, if you look at the person and you observe them, what are they doing? They appear to be watching everybody. But remember I said that's the illusion. The truth is they just want to go home, and they're staring at the people, but they're thinking about, I wonder if I still got that TV dinner that Jerome bought me. When I get off them, see if I can go. They're not paying attention. They're not even doing their damn job. They're just standing there, appearing to be. And that's what when you observe people, you actually see what they're doing, see, and what they're thinking about. Now, you might not know exactly what they're thinking about, but just off their eye movement, their body language, you know what time it is, fam. You know when somebody's on point versus somebody that's just stooging, just standing there. See? And you could literally trick them and you might drop your phone or just drop something on the floor and look at their reaction. It's cold-blooded. That's if you really want to test, is to know what you see. Just drop something on purpose. You know what's funny? I remember my ex-wife used to do this shit. She was weird. She was weird because she used to do this one little thing. So I don't know if she was like using different, chocolates as a stress ball, but what she would do is she would grab, we'll be in like Target, for example, right? Or Walmart. And what she would do is she would grab chocolate, and she was a Leo. She would grab chocolate, and then I'd be like, why do you keep doing that? She'll grab some chocolate and then she'll squeeze it. And then just put it back on the shelf. And I'm like, why do you be doing that shit? What does that mean? But as a Pisces, I didn't say it right away. I watched her do this so many times and tried to figure out her reaction from her, to watch her to see how tense she was and see like, okay, is this stress related? What's going on? There's tension. What is that? Why are you squeezing chocolate? I'm like, why are you squeezing poor chocolate? You just sitting there squeezing chocolates and putting them back on the shelf. Like, and one time when she grabbed this one type of chocolate with the little, it was like a little gold little wrapper. She had it in the palm of her hand, and literally, I knew what she was finna do before she even did it. She went just like this. She grabbed it, and I was like, oh, I was being sarcastic, like, oh, you gonna really buy some chocolate this time? She ended up crushing it like, nope. And then she went, I'm like, God damn, I'm like, what that chocolate do to you? Why you keep doing? But I noticed that people have nerves. See, some people that feel like doing it to actually someone's head, they'll do it to the chocolate. They'll take it out, whatever, frustration, stress, or whatever. And they'll do these little weird things, and they're doing it what? Subconsciously. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Subconsciously, she's angry. So she's showing her anger, but she's doing it in a way such as squeezing chocolates. And whatever fixation of what she gets out of that, maybe she's releasing some anger off of crushing the chocolate and putting it on the shelf. And I was just like, yo, like, I'm just like, okay, well, I guess if it makes you feel better, but dude, why not go to the gym? Like little stuff you see, like, it's just like I say, that you see, you pay attention. This is why I said, okay, put it like this. This is why I said Pisces catches on to everything, fam. Even when you think it's something stupid, like a Pisces will notice it, fam. Whether you flick a booger out your nose and wipe it under the seat, a Pisces gonna see you doing that shit. They might not say nothing, but they saw it. See, they know, oh, you got a wedgie and you dig the damn underwear out of your ass and act like, oh, nobody saw you. If there was a Pisces present in attendance, they saw your ass. Because Pisces see everything that's hidden. Anything that is, oh, you think nobody saw you. Oh, I saw you, man. Yeah. Oh, I saw you wipe that booger under the seat. Yeah, I saw that. Oh, I saw you went and took a piss out in the bushes, and especially the ones that don't wash their hands. We always catch that. And then Pisces, we catch on to different noises, different things. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm in the bathroom today, taking a dump. Next thing you know, oh my God, I'm sitting there taking a dump. Next thing you know, another guy comes grunting. He's like, he's like, I'm like, what the hell? Why so many sound effects to come to the bathroom? Then I heard one dude like breathing like super heavy, and he was just like when it was the sound effects. He's right when he got ready to piss, he's like, I'm like, what is going on, man? And then I'm like, dude, like, I'm literally looking, I'm like, wow, why is this so? And then literally about 4 people knocked on the door when the door was already locked. Literally, like, they come in the bathroom trying to break the damn door down. I'm like, yo, I'm in here. It's like, that was the first guy. Then next thing you know, the second dude came in, and he's like, I'm like, bro, I'm in here. I said that shit like 4 times. I was pissed. I'm like, bro, if the door is shut, why are you knocking on the door? Like, that's why I said common sense everybody doesn't use common sense, bro. It's like some people really think that, like the law of matter, if I push the door, I might actually make the person sitting on the toilet seat disappear or something. Like, bro, I'm shit. What? Don't get away from the door, bro. Like, I got here first. It's like that's how you see a person's personality when they have like a controlling type of spirit. it's in those little moments like that. Like, dude, somebody's in the bathroom and you gonna still want to see who it is? Damn, dude, wait your turn, man. Get the fuck out the way. Wait your turn. I was here first. Like, hey, you imagine running to the bathroom because another dude he realizes that it's only 2 seats. I gotta get one. Hey, move out the way. Like, bro, no. Once I get in there, your ass has to wait, fam. I'm sorry. Better clap and go. You better hold those cheeks together, buddy. Yeah. But yeah, getting back to you guys. I'm not funny. You know what? I give that to the comedians. So you guys, hey, you have the right to throw your tomatoes. Hey, it is what it is. But yeah, okay, so all right, now the next thing is the fact with the fish number 2, I keep saying dark-sided. Shadow fish, okay, is the fact that they cut cords. See? They cut cords, meaning you might, and this is dangerous because you might not know that you have been cut off. See? And you might come back and you might associate yourself with that Pisces. But you may not know one thing, that they cut the cord already. And no, they're not tolerating you. No. They just refuse to give you closure that, hey man, the friendship's over. Hey, ex-lady, we're not together anymore. I just want you to, like, no, a Pisces is gonna let you hover until you realize that we're not together. That's just how, and I understand. Yeah, you might say, well, damn, that's why I don't like Pisces, or hey, that's why I don't trust, or hey, why not just get me closure and be a man and be mature? No, a Pisces, when they're done, they have no energy left to actually say that to you, fam. They don't want, because they know just to say those things to you will be them what? That would give you too much control over how we feel, to where it's better for a Pisces to just let go. It's easy for a Pisces to cut the cord. See? Think of it as, for example, the father. He doesn't want to go to the doctor with his girlfriend to cut the cord. He's being lazy. And he's like, yo, I know I'm the father. So they say, yeah, father, get ready to cut the cord. And then he's like, okay, boom, I cut it. But, if you could cut it early, a Pisces would say, well, hey, let me cut it early because I don't feel like doing it. I don't even feel like, yeah, but it's your kid. Okay, yeah, I know, but I just don't really feel like doing it when people are expecting me to do it. A Pisces can be very stubborn and rebellious, especially when they're operating out of personality number 2. See, that second fish, the shadow fish, and I'm gonna tell you, they cut cords. That's what they do. See, now another thing is that they can become neutral. See, and being neutral, hey, you don't know what that fish is thinking about. See. Because they become unreadable. You won't know how that Pisces is feeling, from happy to sad to mad, because they're playing in neutral. See? And what this leads to is the fact that the shadow fish doesn't feel shit, doesn't feel nothing. So you get that type of fish that doesn't express anything, doesn't feel anything. Then all of a sudden you won't feel nothing around them, because it'll be like, oh, who am I even sitting with? This dude is a freaking, like, just, it really could terrify people, because put it like this. Some people go off of emotions alone to communicate. So if you don't have any emotions to show, to give, all of a sudden, what does that happen? What's happening? A Pisces being locked, just stonewall, just totally just not giving you nothing to go off of. It's done intentionally. See? Pisces don't want to show nothing because they know the power in what? Curiosity. See? It forces people to ask questions. Depending on those type of questions, that's how I'm going to be able to gauge whether I can trust you or not. See, but I'll never tell you if I trust you or not. I will always make it be an unpredictable type of situation. See, you will never know how I really feel, because those feelings of which a Pisces feel is for their own safety. See, you might not have the safe zone or feel that the particular rules that the Pisces lives by relates to yours, because it's different. Now, the next thing is that the shadowfish moves on fast. See, and it can get irritated if they feel stuck or delayed in a situation. So a Pisces might say, you know what, I'm done. They expect, when they say that, everything to be done and over with. No more lip add-ons, what we could do better, how it will work differently if we did this, because a Pisces would not listen to any suggestions. No. See, let Virgo keep that. Pisces literally hates suggestions from others. Oh, I think you should do this. Only if the Pisces asks your opinion, or hey, ask for a suggestion. But if they don't ask for one and you just bombard them with all type of suggestions, oh, then that Pisces will snap. Literally can snap or do something unpredictably to its extreme, because those pet peeves are very irritating for a Pisces. Now, another thing is that they let karma work its magic, because they know that it's gonna tear your ass up. See? So they like, yo, I can't wait for karma to come get you. Like, come on, karma. Can you come any sooner? Hey, I need you here now. Like, come on, man. Because they know that karma is literally gonna come and bite you in the ass. They know, like, they've seen it so many times. They also disappear clean from a situation. A Pisces knows when to leave a situation. They know when to leave clean, disappear in a clean way, to where no traces. See? That's how Pisces can get away with so many different things, because they know how to leave. They know when to hold them, when to fold them, when to roll over, when to drop and roll. And I got a live video coming about that. How does a Pisces stop, drop, and roll? I'm gonna tell you guys how. And see, yeah, another thing too is a Pisces shadow fish number 2 withholds energy. Now this is cold-blooded right here. That's why I said, you ever came across a dead fish? Seldomly. But a dead fish can act dead, but it's really not dead. It's just because it's not giving you any energy to go by. So you assume that, oh, this Pisces is very, very low on energy. Like, no. See, you just have nothing to absorb. We purposely make sure you don't have any energy coming from us, because it's actually what? Worth something. It's worth more than money. So when a Pisces withhold energy, this is where people might not want to be around you, Pisces, because they assume that, oh, you're boring. Oh, you do this, you're doing the same thing. Oh, we don't, but that's done on purpose once again, because Pisces knows that when an ending needs to happen, a Pisces goes and basically hides their energy. See, they take it away. So it's like, yo, I need to get rid of these people. Yes, there's an eviction. So guess what? You might not get a notice, but hey, I got a clean house. How am I going to clean house faster? Well, guess what? The easiest way is to take my energy away. See? So you no longer have a plate with my energy on it. See? So you go looking, oh, where's the energy that I've been chowing down on for days on end, and I only get full off of that. Well, guess what? It ain't going to be my energy that you're going to be feeding on anymore. So people want what they can't have, but they also suffer when they actually don't get the same thing that they're looking for from a Pisces. See, that's why people love you, Pisces, and then they hate you, because you do something different that they wasn't expecting. Now, another thing too, don't expect a shadow fish to give you closure, because they're not going to do it. See, they're not going to give you closure. So if you chasing answers and want to know why, fish number 2, you're going to hate the son of a gun, because he's not going to give you any heads up, no warning, no lookout. Remember, this is the fish number 2. It's not the light side fish. Remember, fish number 2 doesn't give a damn. There is no compassion, no forgiveness, save you. No. See, it's like lights on. With life, the light-sided fish is lights on, and then with the shadow fish is lights off. And see, another thing is that the difference from the light side fish and the shadow fish is when it comes to forgiveness, yes, the shadow fish number 2 will forgive you, but without return. That's the difference. They're like, yeah, I forgive you. Yeah. But we can never be friends again. Like, they're going to tell you to your face that, oh, yeah, okay, yeah, all right, I forgive you, but we ain't talking no more. See, you lose me as a result of your deeds, buddy. So that's pretty much what we do. Another thing is that there's no reactions with the shadow fish. There's no reactions. You break up with a shadow fish, he's gonna find him another girlfriend ASAP. Might have already had one that was hidden that he knew that still liked him, but may have said, oh, I got a girlfriend, but hey, he knows the one thing to say to actually get that situation ignited back to how it was in the moment where she was throwing it at him. So he doesn't lose out on opportunities. He can easily literally just woo the pennies right off that same female to such the same way as she basically, came at him. So that's why a lot of times people say Pisces be like sneaky and stuff, but it's like, no, Pisces just knows, hey, he knows where those people, it's almost like he knows where those hidden treasures are, see? And only digs them up when he needs to. Now, next thing is the shadowfish in cycles. So when it comes to the ending of cycles, he's not going to be trying to, resurrect anything. It's almost like, okay, the cycle has to end. It's over with. Now, another thing too is that one of the most entertaining things for a shadow Pisces, fish number 2, that he or she may oftentimes like to do is to leave memories behind, because those memories, Pisces will have those Polaroids downloaded freshly and just very vivid. So a lot of times in their mind, they'll say, oh, I remember this one time I had to leave somebody in the abyss, and hey, it wasn't my business what the sharks did, but hey, I had to leave somebody high and dry. So you may find that a lot of stories that's like, damn, that was bogus. It would be those memories explained out of just a personal laugh. It might be an inside joke to the Pisces because it was funny that, oh, they just didn't give a damn. So they basically could just be excited about doing people bogus. And that might be their little stories. They might always have these stories about doing people bogus. And it's like, oh, man, you son of a bitch, or hey, man, you do a freaking asshole. But Pisces might, that shadow Pisces don't care, fam. That's the thing. They don't care how they do people. So that's the thing where they can actually be thinking it's funny and literally be getting entertained. You want to know something that's even crazier? That the shadow Pisces can have clips of them doing people bogus. Like, literally can have OnlyFans doing crazy shit that's like, oh man, look, bro, look, man, look, I did this to her. She ate all my kids, did this, just some crazy shit. And it's like, dude, whoa, that's really like terrible, bro. or something that's just wild, but they can have clips of this shit, like videos, or just stuff you will never ever come across, but you will find it with Pisces. Another thing is that the shadow fish number 2 never looks back. If they did something years ago, they ain't finna go back. They don't care. They don't see. One thing where people will say, oh, I'll go to the grave with that information. A Pisces ain't looking back what happened 2 years ago. They could have killed somebody 2 years ago, and they don't care. They almost, it's like in their mind, they can forget about it and be like, and never look back. They'll leave that shit way back in 2006 and be like, man, that was in 2006. I don't remember that shit. It's like, bro, you did that. You like, but they just don't care. That's the thing. The shadow fish doesn't give a damn, bro. That's why I said, like, it could really, that second fish can really do a lot of damage and not even remember what they did, fam. That's powerful, but at the same time, that's crazy. Like, they could really just it's almost like it's like a person that can't remember what they just shitted out. It's like, oh man, yeah, they could have ate a bunch of stuff, and they like, yo, the person that just eats something don't remember what they ate, but then they just don't, empty it out. It's gone long over. They're not gonna be like, yo, what happened in 2006? No. See? So another thing with the shadowfish is that once that final chapter closes, it's over with. See, it ain't no new beginning. So they end cycles and it's over with. It ain't like, oh, then there's a new beautiful chapter of a metamorphosis of a caterpillar, ending a caterpillar's life in order for it to become a butterfly. No, it ends with the caterpillar losing his goddamn life, and there ain't no damn beautiful new ending of butterfly this and pepperoni and sausage this. But hey, it's just like I say, it ends there. So that's the thing about it. Now, everything I mentioned is both good and bad. See, that's why I said when you have these type of equations, when you're dealing with a manipulative, evil Pisces, all these things that I mentioned are not even in the same bracket as an evil Pisces. I'm gonna do a live video about a complete full-blown evil jerk like type Pisces, where you have the more sinister Joker type of complex, that type of evil Pisces that I'm referring to, with like John Wayne Gacy and Richard Ramirez on that level. Because then it's everything that I mentioned times, it's like to the 5th power, because you got to understand, somebody is already a mastermind. You put that evil type of energy into them, that battery in their back, they could really be just a force to be reckoned with at that point. Now let's talk about rising and moon in Pisces. Okay, so if a person got Pisces rising, what may happen with the shift change is the fact that those shifts between with their energy will be visibly. So you will be able to see that visibly with the whole shifting of the energy. Now, and what I mean the energy is between the two fish. Now, going from the windows getting fog. Going from the fish 1 and the fish 2. Now, the next thing with Pisces rising is that people notice the distance. See, they notice when you are being distanced when you have Pisces rising. Another thing too they may notice is that you're in before anything. They say when people know when they are around a Pisces, your energy changes first, before emotions, before any of the other stuff. Another thing is the fact that your boundaries show. See, with a regular sun in Pisces, people can't see your boundaries. That's why people think they can walk all over you. And then they get surprised when you're like, oh, when you snap on them, they get surprised, like, oh, I didn't know there was any boundaries. Like, damn, you just, caught me off guard. Like, I didn't know I had to take my shoes off when I come in your house. Like, oh shit, she just went off on me, almost punched me in the face. But it's like you didn't see the boundary because the fog. See, the illusion is that, oh, I could just walk all over you. I could just come in your house, we step all in the mud, the snow, and just track that shit all in your house. But because you're going off of what? You're going off the Pisces is in a good mood. You read into that and thinking like, oh, I can come in here and not have to respect her house because she's so friendly. No, like, bro, don't let that illusion fool you, fam, because the illusion is that you thought you could just do whatever you want with that Pisces woman just because she didn't show you an aggressive side. See, you expected her to show you some sort of aggression. See, but she didn't. She showed compassion, so you thought that, oh, it was no boundaries. Until you reach for that door handle and you fall flat on your damn face because, oh, you tripped over a boundary that, oh, I didn't know I had to take my shoes off. See that? So now keep that in mind. Now, the boundaries show outwardly with Pisces rising. That's different. Now, if you got Pisces moon, then the shifts with the energy shifting with the when you got Pisces moon with the energy shifts, this is going to be done internally. See, so when it's internally, you got to be very careful because now you can't see if the Pisces is going to convert to the fish 1 or fish 2. You don't know what personality you're going to get. See, and here, this is when the emotion shuts off quietly. Now that's dangerous because you don't know if the Pisces cares or doesn't care. And also, they process pain differently. They process pain alone, not with others. See? So a lot of times, don't expect a person with a Pisces moon to congregate with others and get into this whole, threesome with information and trying to bounce it off to other people to feel better. No, they deal with their painful experiences alone. Another thing is that they detach. Put it like this. When the moon in Pisces, when they detach, it's invisible. See? Now that's different because when they detach, you expect to be something that you see happen. See? Like a process. But no, when they detach, you don't even know they're detaching. It's like, oh, that person wanted a ride home. The Pisces with a Pisces moon wanted a ride home. And they might have said it just like that. Oh, man. Oh, damn, it's a snowstorm. I think I need a ride home. But you don't know that the Pisces already booked the ride already. Because as soon as they said, it's snowing outside. Oh, I'm not driving in this shit. I need a ride. You might be trying to find a ride for that Pisces, not even knowing that Pisces already got a ride already. So that's what I mean by detaching invisibly, to where they already found a way out of the situation currently happening with you. See, to where you might thought, oh, you had to fix it for him. You might have thought, oh, I got to find a ride for this Pisces, or hey, I'm waiting to find out who's going to come get them. But you could easily and just quickly just forget. And next thing you know, that Pisces is gone. And you're like, wait a minute, where'd you go, bro? I didn't even know you left. Oh, man, I'm already at home already, man. Yeah. It's like, damn, you did that shit that quick. Like, why don't you tell me? See, people think they need to know everything. When you got a Pisces moon, you just, boom, disappear like that. They like, why don't you tell me, man? Why don't you tell me you had a ride? Like, it's because the Pisces doesn't, see, a Pisces is not going to let you have the control. See, because the more control you have, then it's almost like, oh, they know, oh, you try to make them stay a little longer. Oh man, why don't you just crash out in my place? Like, nah. See, if you don't know what I'm doing, it's easy for me to make my own decisions. I don't want you suggesting to me, oh, I should spend the night, or hey, why not drive home tonight, leave in the morning? No, I'm leaving now. So a Pisces knows that instead of getting into an argument with you about it, I'll go ahead and book me a ride silently. It's cold-blooded. See, it's what you can't see. Now, another thing is, which fish is more dangerous? Because both are. And I know a lot of y'all may have not even known or noticed, but both are very dangerous. But there's only one winner here. See? And as you guys know it, it's the shadowfish. See? I'm going to tell you why. Because the shadowfish doesn't attack. That's cold-blooded right there. The shadowfish does not attack, you guys. I'm going to tell you what it does instead. The shadowfish doesn't attack. It removes access. It's cold-blooded. See, this is the type of fish that changes their number and don't tell nobody the new number. Like, Pisces, how are we going to get a hold of you? That's the thing. You're not. That's the thing. See, a Pisces, that's the number. That's the most powerful thing. The Pisces will not attack you. Oh no, we ain't got to put our hands on you, wrestle you, hunt you down, chase you down. All I gotta do is remove your access. Because when you go swipe for that door, guess what? Access denied. Your ass ain't getting in. And see, that's funny because I remember this 2 years ago when I was working with the Scorpio, and he was fucking with me, messing with me, man, so much. I said, you know what? I'm finna remove the access out of his work badge so his ass would be late for work. That was the first trap that I set for him. So he came to work, swiped his badge, he couldn't get in. And I'm looking at the clock like, yeah, he's gonna be late. He's gonna be late. I'm gonna make him late. And he kept swiping like, what? Then he called the phone and was like, yo, I can't get in. I said, what's going on? I said, swipe your badge, trying to stall him. And then I was like, oh, I ended up letting him in. And he's like, the Scorpio, he's all in the computer trying to figure out like, why did my stuff not go through? And then I left him there because I'm like, I ain't gonna tell him that I was even trying to messing with his badge, because I know he's gonna hold a grudge if he finds out. So I just let him be confused and digging in the computer trying to figure out what went wrong. So I'm like, it's just a little thing that I know, remove the access. So yeah, we don't attack, we remove access. Now the shadowfish, now y'all like, damn, not real, I didn't know you was a shadowfish. Yeah, bro, come on, I'm a Pisces, so of course I'm gonna have the light side and the shadowfish. But I ain't gonna lie, as in this year, I've been operating more out of the shadow side. For some odd reason, don't ask me why, okay? But another thing with the shadowfish, why it's the most dangerous of the two, is because it ends cycles permanently. This is not temporary. The Pisces, the shadowfish ends it. It's over with. There is no second chance. Oh, come back to my house in 2 years. It's over. Forever. Now, why the two fish can't separate? Because there's a cord. See? There's a cord. And this is not a cord of what it looks like. Most people think that the cord that ties the two fish together, they think it's some type of plastic material, something soft or something that's like a little wooden rod. No, fam. You got two fully energized fishes. Come on. You know the type of cord that's holding them together is powerful, fam. It's not no little cord that you would think it is because of what? The illusion. Pisces was made to look soft on purpose, you guys. Think of this. This is our power, fam. Because as soon as people start to think we're soft, we set their asses straight. See that? And end their cycle. If we appear to be strong, there will be no ending of a person's cycle. It wouldn't be an ending to their bullshit if we looked this strong. It's cold-blooded. We had to look soft for a reason to what? Absorb. We wouldn't be able to pull people towards us if we couldn't absorb. The absorption is what pulls. It's like a magnet. See? So that lets you know, even if you tried to hold on to something, it wouldn't be able to save you. See? Because we dissolve all boundaries. We basically welcome the new bride. We welcome the new energy into its space. Because once we absorb, it's like a vacuum. Everything's coming. So even if you try to hide yourself, you still get pulled, you still get absorbed. See? Because you cannot hide from a Pisces, fam. You can't even hide behind a facade. You can't even hide yourself from yourself. So it's almost like you could try to hide and say, oh, no, I don't want to leave. Let me give you the counterfeit version of me, my ego. We crushing that. That's getting dissolved too. That's coming too. We take everything, the whole structure, the whole everything, and dissolve it. See? And then what happens when we in your cycle, that becomes what? That energy gets recycled. And that's how we create things. We create things with that energy. It's cold-blooded. That's why I said when we create things, what do we call that? Alchemy. We turn pain into beautiful art, drawings, painter sculptures, music. Now it becomes healing for someone else's ears. Now it becomes soothing for someone else's ears. Where do we get that? It came from something that we destroyed. See? The energy is always useful. And you see that in today's world where things on what? That are what? Physically present gets recycled and then used to make more of which it came. See? Because nothing goes to waste. Now, when it comes to why the fish can't separate, getting back to that, it's because they represent compassion and consequence. It's cold-blooded. You can't have one without the other. That's what the spiritual cord is. See, that's the power in it, is that you can't have one without the other. Anyway, that's why they never leave. Man, listen, I just gave y'all a gem. That's why they can't separate, because they were born together. They were brought together. The cord is spiritual. So whoever thinks they can physically see it will be lost forever, because you can't separate the two. It don't work like that. And see, another thing is the healing and the endings connected to what? The spiritual cord. Spiritual cord from what? The physical life and the spiritual realm. It's cold-blooded. There's a channel that goes from the physical realm to the spiritual realm, and it's connected by a spiritual cord. That's Pisces. In this life, you can make any decision that you want, but guess what? You can't determine its consequence. That's how the world is. That's how the world's made. So the spiritual cord, we are tied to it. And we have a choice to do good in this world or bad in this world. But we cannot choose the consequence. That's what karma is. So remember this. One of the fishes represent healing. One of the fishes represent endings. And that's how the world is created. See, that's why they say Jesus was a Pisces. That's why I'm trying to tell you guys, like, you got to understand this, because if you don't, guess what? You will be caught and trapped into the illusion. Appreciate that, Janae, appreciate that. Yeah, you'll be caught into the illusion, because the illusion is that if you don't accept this truth, you will be lost forever. You will never be able to see the truth because you don't believe. You don't believe in it spiritually. That's the whole key. Now here's the thing. If they were separated, what would happen? I'm gonna see this. This is where you should always, because it's all type of scientists and people that try to question things. This is for you. If they were separated, what would happen? Then Pisces will lose their intuition. See? Because listen, the intuition, you cannot see it. If a person say, oh, well, where's your intuition? You might say, oh, they might think that it's some type of book or a piece of paper or something. They might think it to be a material object. Where's your intuition? Well, it's not a tuition, it's an intuition. But hey, tuition, so it's like they're looking for something, but they can't find it. Oh my God. What is that little space from? Okay, there's a space in between that in itself of that whole trying to find it, but they know it's there, but if they can't find it, and see, that little space is the spiritual cord. But what happens here is they're disconnected. They can't get from the physical realm to the spiritual realm because they can't grasp that small thing that they can't see. That is very important. So the consequence is, because you don't believe, the consequence is that you will never see it. You lost the chance to see it because you didn't believe it was there. See? It's no excuse saying you couldn't find it. It's there. Everybody has an intuition, but everybody doesn't use it. See? Because they can't see it. Cold-blooded. So the power is Pisces activates it automatically because they believe it's there. They know it's there. And there's no second guessing it. So they can fully use it to its full potential, its full power. And that's why people hate Pisces, because that one question, how did he or she know if no one told them? Because it's what you can't see. See that? Now, let me ask you this. For those of you that think I'm full of shit, can you see your lungs? No. Can you yourself see your lungs? That's what I'm asking you. No. Okay. So you're still breathing though, right? You see, you know they're working because you're breathing. Okay. I can feel, yeah, I see that. Yeah, okay. Can you see your heart? Can you see your heart? I didn't say with the doctor. I'm saying, can you see your heart? Nope. Can you see your skeletal? No. Okay. So how do you think all that's running? Oh, that's that process, right? It's not an engine. There's a process going on. Okay, how do you know that? I don't know, I just know. Okay, then. That's how Pisces feels about their intuition. They just know. Oh, yeah, who told you? Well, who told your heart? Who told you you had a heart? I just know I have one. Okay, the intuition, I know I have one. I have the intuition. See that? Because it's what you can't see. And then you see the detriment by you saying that, oh, whether I believe it or not, guess what? It's still there. If you don't get it or you don't grasp it, guess what? That's your own goddamn fault. You don't use it. That's you. That's your own choice. But the consequence is you'll be lost forever. You will never be 10 steps ahead like a Pisces. And that's the thing when people say, oh, you're just bragging on Pisces all the time. And you just think Pisces are so good and this and that. Bro, everybody got an intuition, but everybody doesn't use it. Everybody doesn't think it does the same thing. But in proven theory, It works beyond the charts. Listen, there was a lady that predicted that what kind of baby she was going to have. She knew she was going to have a girl, and she had a girl. She even had the name already, boom, already through her intuition, knowing the name, what it was going to be, everything. And everything happened exactly how her intuition showed her. No doctor told her nothing. That's powerful. That's intuition, all 100%. So that's why I'm saying, like, people that actually use their intuition and really know how to correctly use it, oh yeah, it shows you everything. Now, the next thing is that if you separate the two fish, what will happen? I said Pisces will lose the intuition. See? Another thing is that the emotional balance would collapse. It would collapse because you can't have one without the other. You can't have just only healing and no endings. See? You got to have both. Now, the next thing is compassion would turn reckless or cold. See? So that also is what stabilizes what? Compassion. So where's the power? Where's the power in it? It's all in the balance. That's what the spiritual cord holds, both the healing and the endings together. It's all based on balance. And that's what Pisces is. And if you're a Pisces and you're struggling with this, you have to balance everything. You have to balance your emotions. You have to balance your healing from the things that you end in your life that are no longer serving you to create what? A balance. See? Now, the next thing is that going into a deeper meaning of this for anybody that's lost and to go more in depth with it, okay? I'm going to say this one thing. One fish, for anybody that's confused, if I explain anything, it is just confusing to you and you just don't understand the way I speak or explain things, this is for you. This is the easiest way I can say it in a nutshell. One fish saves you. The other lets you go. I know I'm not trying to be sarcastic. It's just the way I explain it. You got me. No harm. One fish saves you. The other fish lets you go. See? And Pisces knows exactly when to switch. See? That's powerful. Even though even though it sounds so easy, just normal, that's the way it is. Pisces knows when to let your ass go, and Pisces knows when to save you. See? And you know the crazy thing about it? Pisces knows when you're not going to accept them saving you. See? And they still try to fight for you. They still try to save you even though they know you don't want to be saved. See? And vice versa. Now, another thing is, next thing, like I said, the next thing I'm going to talk about in the next live, you guys, I'll be talking about the triggers, okay? Because what would trigger a Pisces to shift instantly from the fish 1 to the fish 2? Now, that's powerful because a Pisces could do this simultaneously. They could go from boom, boom. Like, it ain't just one fish and then, oh, it takes a long time for them to, switch to the second fish. No. This is done like this, like quick. And also, why do people regret activating the shadow fish within the Pisces? That's another live video for y'all. Because listen, a lot of times you can literally you can really ignite and get that Pisces. I'm telling you, if a Pisces, because a Pisces knows, this is the powerful thing with Pisces. Remember, a Pisces will not waste energy. They know exactly when to switch. So they know, and they also know if their light side is not safe around a particular person. Not even to give it a chance, a Pisces will know, oh no, I can't operate in that light fish in this situation with these people. Hell no. See, I gotta come with the shadow Like now, that's powerful because the intuition gonna tell you so. The intuition gonna tell you like, oh, these ain't the ones you could use the light side today. Nah, not today. See, you're gonna have to come with the shadow fish today and be a little bit more stealthier, docile, because the thing about it is before a Pisces, and I'm doing another live video, when a Pisces get the Piscean, remember I said that video, a lot of people don't know what that means. There's so many secrets to Pisces in a nutshell that a lot of people do not know. And that, you know, it's so, I'm not even, okay, I ain't gonna say it like even Pisces themselves. I'm not gonna like, because I know that a lot of you Pisces may not know any of this yourselves. So I'm not gonna sit here and butcher and say, oh yeah, you should know, or you're not a real Pisces if you, because some of you just may not know. And I can't blame you because you probably just didn't know. But then once you know, then like I say, then you be held accountable because you know what you should and shouldn't be doing. Because some people as a Pisces, they don't even know anything about the intuition. They heard about it, but nobody taught them how to use it or what it was. That's what I'm here for. See, I'm gonna teach every Piscean how to be a Pisces. If you a Pisces and you like, yo, I don't know nothing about that, or hey, I don't believe in it, and this and that, man, listen, you got to know more about yourself, because you don't want to be confused and be one of them those Pisces that's more hard on themselves and basically taking everything out on themselves because of it, because you think you're weird, or you think that, oh, I'm always knowing stuff and people don't like me because I always know their shit, or hey, you bust people out on stuff and you might actually feel some type of way because you don't understand yourself. But once you understand yourself, you're going to be much more happier, and you might be like, damn, I didn't really know I was actually this cool. You might, damn, I didn't even know I was this cool. Actually, I started accepting myself because I actually know my powers. I actually know what I'm capable of. Once you get that identity, then all of a sudden you can wear your own jersey. Now, you don't have to be ashamed to be a Pisces ever again from subscribing to this channel, because I'm going to tell you 100, like, those of you that have been knowing me for quite some time, like, literally, like, I'm going to tell you every truth. Like me, one thing about me, you guys, is, like I say, that's why I named my channel Certified Real, because one thing about me, I'm gonna keep it real no matter what. I'm not finna sit here and lie and try to make something sound good. No. And I know that's one of the things why a lot of people don't like me, because I'm gonna just say something that I know that needs to be said and done. So, you know, I just feel like it's not a lot of people that will give you the real truth without overacting it or trying to make something sound, you know, more people pleasing. And yeah, because one thing about my personality, for those that don't know, is when it comes to emotions, I internally feel them, but I don't express them well. That makes sense. Like it's very difficult for me to react to something. I've always been like that. Like I don't know why. It's just like I don't really get all, like, how can I say it? I'm just wired different to where, I don't know. It's just weird. I don't really sit there and feel like I gotta, like, for instance, like if I'm working a job and someone try to hold a conversation with me, it's like I can internally feel things like, oh, I don't feel like talking to this person. But then it's like I would just end the conversation. I've learned these different things because when I say this, in my early and my youngest years as a Pisces, the number one hardest thing for me was to end things. As I was pushed to and forced to and had no choice to, I was afraid to end things because I didn't want to hurt nobody's feelings. And I know what it would feel like to, tell someone, hey, that may want to, communicate or converse with me, just to, end it and cut it short. But I learned that you had to set boundaries. You have to show your boundaries, because people, even if they can't see them, to keep people from even attempting or trying to hurt you or trying to walk all over you, you have to let them know that there's boundaries here. Because if you don't, then they're going to think that, oh, I could walk all over this guy or this girl. So that's why I learned that in things is that if I don't feel like talking, I have the right to express that boundary. It's not the emotion, it's the boundary. If I don't want something or I don't like something, guess what? I don't have to sit there and suffer and allow you to hold my ear when I don't want to talk. So what I've learned to do is to set the boundary. And I'm going to tell you, you could set limits or you could set boundaries, but the best one is the boundary. And how you do this is simple. Just be bold. Don't give a shit and say, I'm not in a talkative mood right now, ma'am, or, whoever it is. And hey, if you want to talk to me further, here's my email. Talktotolater.com, whatever it is. But you have to speak and say things for a person to know, oh, okay, all right. Because listen, if you don't, they'll talk your ear off and you're going to be mad because you didn't say nothing and you didn't feel like talking. You don't want to be hurting yourself and letting people walk all over you when you don't want to talk. You don't want to do something. Just simply say, ma'am, I understand. I would really love to talk with you, but unfortunately, I'm not in the mood to talk right now. And then you just dismiss yourself. But you have a good day, though. You have a good day, and hey, I'll hope again to see you sometime soon or another time. And then you just leave. I know that might sound like damn, but you have to set the boundary, because you should never do something that you don't want to do. You should never, and don't expect other people either. They don't. And then you ever notice that other people do it to you and they say, they cut you off, or they might say, hey, I got to get going, or whoop-de-woo. And you just accept it, because what else are you going to say? They set a boundary. Hey, I got to go. You ain't going to chase them down and put a gun up to their head to make them speak to you. But I'm just saying those things because when I was younger, I used to be afraid of hurting people's feelings, because I really knew that I could and I have. And it scared the shit out of me when I was younger that I actually made somebody cry just because I told them, like, literally the truth of me just not wanting to do something. And then all of a sudden people was mad at me, and I'm like, damn, when I saw like what I was capable of hurting somebody without even trying, that's when I got scared. Like, oh man. And y'all know what I'm talking about. If you were Pisces and you really wasn't trying to hurt somebody and you hurt them like so easily, then it's like you start saying, I'm sorry every little time, because you like, I hope I don't make this person cry, or I hope I don't break this person's spirit because I said something this bold and just didn't hold back. So now it's like I look back on that and I say to myself, like, you gotta do it again. You gotta do it again. You gotta do it again. Like, and that's how you keep people from taking advantage or forcing their will on you, because you have to have strong will. You have to. Strong will, you have to be bold. When you talk to someone, look them in the eye when you're talking to them. Look them straight and dead in the face. And I'm telling you, you will have less attacks, less people trying to like play you and shit. Like, because they'll see like, oh, this dude's stoic and just like, this person is bold as hell. Like, he looking me right in my damn eye. Like, I ain't gonna try nothing, because they're gonna know like, oh, I can't play with him like that. Like I play with these other people, like, because he actually looking me dead in the face and he ain't showing no emotion. That's how I do look at people in public. I just look at them and then like I just have a straight face because I don't feel no emotions. I don't know why. I got moon in Aquarius too, so that I know you guys gonna say, there you go, man, with that shit. But I do got moon in Aquarius, and I feel like that makes it even like times 4 because I'm already like right now I'm tired as hell. I'm super tired. But if you look at me, I don't look tired because I don't feel like I have okay, put it like this. It feels like a chore for me to express me being tired, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like I don't have the right to express that. So it's almost like it's blocked out of my memory. I mean, blocked out of my brain that I like could actually show that. Because any type of emotion, I feel that emotions are considered vulnerabilities. See? It makes me feel too vulnerable to do certain things. And I believe that comes from me having Rise in Scorpio because it's like I just refuse. I refuse to show weakness of any kind. Like even if I am, like if I'm hurt, I will never, you would never know. I would never show it because I feel like no one has that power over me to actually have all my energy or just be able to affect my energy because I refuse to allow you to have power over me. You know, that's why I work the job that I work. I'm my own boss. Like I refuse to like have somebody micromanage me because, you know, I just don't, with power struggles and not that type of stuff. Like I probably will walk, I ain't gonna lie, I probably would walk out, probably would quit because like, if I feel like somebody is trying to control me and it's not about the job, I'd be like, you know, you can have this shit, bro. Like, I don't take it serious. I was like, yo, you trying to be the damn store manager. Like, man, pipe down, bro. Like, you cannot tell me to work faster. Like, no. If anything, I'm gonna be an entrepreneur, work my own shit because I feel like that people just want to control people at the end of the day. And I ain't finna let it happen. So I'll be one of those workers that don't really do too well. You probably will fire me, put it like that, on the first time meeting me because I'm nonchalant. So as soon as you tell me to do, you might be very serious in a meeting and telling everybody you need to work faster, harder. I am not going to switch up my pace. I'm sorry. Just because I'm very rebellious when it comes to rules and control. I always do things my way. It's just, that I know it could be good or bad, but it's like with me, I'm more of a how can I say this? I'm dominant, so it's very hard for me to like do anything that makes me feel like I'm taking something from somebody. Like I feel like because at the end of the day, I'm not no bitch, bro. I'm not the type of dude to like get on all fours and just like, oh yes, boss and all that. No, I'm not doing any of that. So like I consider myself dominant, and like if anybody gonna take anything, it's gonna be the other person. Like I'm not finna like that's just how I am, you guys. So like, you know, I learned that you have to be like that. Like, you know, I'm like that in relationships. Like I won't sit there. If a female don't do something I want them to do, then you might as well, it's over. Like I'm not staying in this situation. Like if I get with a female, like I say, my girlfriend right now, she already knows that what I say goes. So if it was any other way, guess what? We wouldn't be talking. So that's just how it's gonna be. I don't take orders from another, from a female. Hell no. But that doesn't mean that I'm like a control freak. No, it just means that you have to let me be a whole another individual. Like that's one thing that I have to have, my individuality, my space. Like, but yeah, That's the thing. And I've gotten into plenty power struggles with people in the past, people in positions of like power, like, you know, manager, store manager, or whatever. And I don't let that stuff like get to me. But you just got to be careful, because when you carry yourself a certain type of way, like I say, you got to make sure that you you know, never lose who you are for other people, because people can change you if you let them. Like, if like, people could put it like this: if you get with a woman that's very let's say she considers herself a feminist, or let's say the type of let's say she might be an alpha female, and let's say you start taking orders from her and you're a man, you got to be careful, because if you tolerate and compromise with certain things, it could demasculize you as a man. So you got to be careful with that dynamic, because if you let it slide, you're going to end up being a man making a baby's bottle because your girlfriend told you so. Like, when I heard the Scorpio, his girlfriend yelling at him, telling him to go make a bottle for their baby, I'm like, whoa, bro. Like, she's screaming at him like, go make a bottle. I'm like, bro, you a grown man, bro. Your girl's telling you to go make a bottle? Like as if you was another female, bro. I'm like, oh my God, that couldn't be me, fam. Like, I'll make a bottle if, like I say, if she's got her hands tied and she's like, yo, can you help me out, you know, make a bottle for, you know, whoop-de-woo. And it's like, yeah, of course I'm gonna help her and make a bottle. But if she's screaming at me like, make a damn bottle, like, just punking him around, and I see why. Because he's not working. See, you gotta be a man, bro. You gotta provide. You can't be, you already at a disadvantage when you're not working. See, so now she's finna start. Now she gonna lose respect for you as a man. So she gonna be doing that, telling you to go do this and do that, run the grocery store, do this, clean this, clean. It's like, because you took yourself out of your element, fam. You're not being a man. And then when, you know, it doesn't help when you have friends like me to push you and tell you, yo, bro, go get a job, bro. Like, go get a job, bro. And then now that same friend is mad at me because I told him the truth. See? Because he's in there wanting to play the game and do all these other things. I'm like, bro, you got 2 kids, bro. 2 babies. Why are you on the game? Go get a damn job, bro. Like, in my mind, that hurts my heart, and I don't even have kids. I'm like, bro, go get a fucking job, bro. Get off the game, bro. Because that's something my father would have told me if I was doing what he was doing. See, and that's the thing, like, people that still want to be little boys, they get mad at people that try to tell them, you know, good advice, good counsel. Nobody's perfect, but I'm at the same time, if you got kids, bro, you have to like be on that grind, bro, because like that shit ain't even funny, bro. That shit is real life. Like that's why I wasn't quick to have kids, because or to make kids, because I had to think about the risk. Like, bro, you gotta make sure you keep a good job, bro, because that child support, even if it's not child support, you still have to provide for your kid. And you got 2, and let's say you don't have a college education, that's even worse. Could you be having to work 2 jobs, McDonald's, Taco Bell, whatever it is? It's like, bro, you're gonna be spending the money on diapers, the disposable diapers, just like all that shit costs money, like everything. Taking your kid to the doctor, getting their shots, getting like lunch monies, you're taking them to school every day. That shit it's no joke, bro. So people ask me, why don't you have kids? I am not rich. I'm not rich, bro. What do you? I could barely, hey, I could barely manage just my stuff. So, you know, not to sound like selfish or anything, but I just don't. It's like having a kid, right? Like having a kid would be like, it would just be a financial crisis for me because, like I say, I do a lot of stuff on my own. I got a lot of bills just like you guys do. So it wouldn't make sense for me to just be making kids. Like, no. Unless I came across a rich woman, then I would say I might consider, but like I said, I might, because I wouldn't want to have a situation where, you know, I'm just doing it because of money, or, you know. So that's what I'm just saying, like, you just got to have money in order to make sure your kid is straight, because otherwise, you know, I've seen too many sad situations where one of my family members, I ain't gonna say their name, but they have children, and one of their like daughters or something like needed shoes, and they literally didn't even like, the kid had the same shoes and the shoes were too small. He was just like ignoring the fact that, like, bro, you gotta like take care of your kids. You gotta make sure they have new clothes. They're never gonna wear the same shoe size. You have to, you know, check on all of that. Like, make sure their feet, make sure they're comfortable, make sure they got new clothes. And it's no longer about you, it's about them now. So it's like, you can't be buying Jordans and going out here spending your money on yourself like you were single. No, like, you gotta sacrifice. You gotta buy everything for your kid first. And you, hey, if you ever get extra money, it gotta be like that. Same situation with the food. But it's hard when you're trying to do things for yourself and then you still have those responsibilities. Because, like, I ain't gonna lie, like, that would suck for me, because I like to have my own stuff. I like to lay down. I'm a lazy type of dude anyway. Like I'll work, but I work my particular shifts to where, like, I do it in spurts. So, like, when I have the energy, I'll go out and do an 8-hour shift, boom. Or then I'll say, yo, I'm tired, I don't really feel like doing much today, I'll do 4-hour shift. And then if I got more energy, I'll do a 12-hour shift. So it's like, I fluctuate. Now with my workouts in the mornings, like I did today a rest day because I had messed up. Because when you first start working out, you got to start off slow. And now I killed it the first 2 days, and I'm like, yo, I need to take a rest day for today, because you got to give your body time to heal and, you know, whatnot. So I'm like, I ended up coming down with a headache, migraine. And it was because of, I basically was tired and I didn't go to sleep, and I ended up getting just a real bad tension headache. So I said, you know, I'm gonna take a rest day to go back tomorrow, actually today, this morning. So I had to continue. But yeah, I just recommend that people you have to know when to, you know, hold them, when to fold them. But let me see. Let me check something. Okay, so Missy said I would have to told them and brought them, then would be friends with me because I'm too real. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna start doing push-ups. Like me, I'm a big guy. Okay. Now, so I look bigger on this camera for some odd reason, but you gotta understand, I'm 6'6". I'm 6'6", 327 pounds. So I'm like a big, tall individual. But I'm not like one of them like heavy set, like, just because I look real wide on this camera, but I'm really like not as like wide if you were to see me in person. But I know I'm very tall, so it's like a tall weight type of thing. But still, I'm still considered obese because of my weight. But I'm gonna get myself down to 200. And I know it's gonna probably take a couple years, but I'm gonna do it slow, not in a way to hurt myself or to do it quick, because I don't want to do something. I've done that before. So I'm gonna tell y'all a little backstory. Okay, so when I was in my marriage, this was like about this was in 2013. So I would like, when I put it like this, I was like 200 pounds when I first met her, okay? And then I ain't gonna lie, I put on weight because of stress and all kind of shit. I ended up gaining like 300, right? And then I was so like, just like fed up with my weight at that time, to where nothing was making me lose weight. And then I just started fasting. And I started eating just 1 to 2 peaches. All I ate was peaches for a whole year. I was just eating peaches every day, just like 2-3 peaches a day, and just plenty water. No protein, just plenty water and peaches. Tell you guys, I got so freaking skinny, and just, I'm talking about, I went from 300 to 180 pounds. Now, I lost a lot of muscle. Just got super thin. And I was shocked because I was like at like a size 42 in pants, and I went all the way down to a size 32. So I was like, whoa. But it was just like, I didn't feel right, because just eating peaches, that's really no nutrition at all. So I was just like forcing it. And I was working out too. So I got super small. My face got super skinny. And I was like, damn, okay, I thought I was doing the right thing. But unfortunately, with, picking up the same eating habits and whatnot, boom, I got back up there. Now, this time I'm 327. Now, the difference here is I want to keep muscle and just lose, like I say, lose the fat. So what I'm gonna do is just hit the weights, because that's what I've been doing at the job. I've been lifting more heavier stuff like milk. Anybody does Instacart, you know what I'm talking about. You be lifting cases of water, all the heavy stuff. So that's like you lifting weights or whatnot. So I use that as a weightlifting type of thing, but I also do the weights at the gym, and I do the elliptical, so that way I could get toned. Now, yeah, the hardest part was actually for me to get back into the groove of things, because I literally just didn't even think about it. Like, I used to go to the gym every time, like I say most days I'll go to the gym, but it was like, I don't know, it's just like I just stopped going. So now actually I'm glad I'm back though. So that's where that whole situation started. But I'm gonna tell y'all something that's good and bad. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all, don't do this, because I did this and it just threw me off. Like, so when I was single, my goal was to, get a girlfriend, and I was just like tired of being single. So it was like I was at the gym, like boom, boom, just literally working out every day, boom, just trying to get fit. And boom, as soon as I got my girlfriend, I'm like, okay, now I could be lazy again and chill and not, my ass got big again. I'm like, oh, but my girlfriend, she don't look at me no differently or anything, but it's like, don't let that be a reason you stop working out, because sometimes that can happen. You can actually get lazy and get tired, stop going to the gym like you used to, because that one thing that you was going for, you actually fulfilled it, and now you're like, yo, I got what I needed, now I can stop. So don't think like that, because you still got to work out for health reasons. Now you said, Kev said, his brother Aquarius, he was just talking about getting the membership today. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Aquarius is like I say, Aquarius is tricky, man, because remember I said an Aquarius can act like they like you, but then they can hate you at the same damn time, and you don't really know where you stand. See, because they use that detachment, they use the detachment emotionally. So it's like if they really don't like you, they'll still talk to you and, you know, socialize with you, but they won't actually meet up with you or like actually hang with you. So it's like you could be deceived into thinking that, oh, I thought this Aquarius was my friend, or I thought we was cool, but they can like literally fool you, like, because they can literally fool you, and you could get like deceived into thinking that, oh, I thought we was cool, but they don't never reach out. See, it like stops there to when, you know, it's like, as long as you guys socialize, like at the gym, for example, socialize with you, but then a real connection with you, if they really don't want, it's like, so that can look like, oh, they'll talk to you at the gym, but then they won't never reach out outside of it. So something you gotta watch out for. Yeah, Aquarius is definitely like considered the trickster too, because you never know, like I say, you never know what they want. And you know, a lot of people, like when it comes to Uranus, some people say that some people think that Aquarius was ruled by Saturn. Some people think that, and not your Uranus, but it's because, like I say, sometimes it's the way that Aquarius behave, man, because they're very unpredictable. Because as soon as they feel something that's too real or too like emotionally related, it's almost like they want to detach from it. So that keeps them from committing to it or being present in the moment, because a real situation will require them to do so. So a lot of times, like I say, you won't know where you won't really be able to tell what's real and what's not when you're dealing with Aquarius. You got to be observing, you got to watch them, because they can really play the role of, think of if you go to GNC to get vitamins or protein powder, and you deal with the salesman, he's like very helpful, but then he doesn't want to get emotionally connected to you to where, oh, you guys will have a meaningful friendship or meaningful connection. He'll just, you know, try to sell you something because he's benefiting off that for commission, but it's like he doesn't want to be like cool with you on a emotional level, or just a realness, like a real connection. So you gotta be careful with Aquarius, because they could be very tricky with that. Like, I knew Aquarius boss I had, actually I believe he probably was the one that shot at me, because that was the last thing he told me when we got into it, was that, oh, when I see you, talking about he's gonna blow my shit back. So he was an Aquarius, and oh, I ain't gonna lie, you guys, like I could not stand that Aquarius. Like I said, him being an Aquarius, it's not that I don't like all Aquariuses, but that particular one I didn't like, because he was fake to me. He was very fake and very sneaky to me, because like when I first met him, he wanted to smoke. He was like, yo, I'm about to smoke, you want to come with us? And I said, nah. And I think he took offense to that, because I wouldn't go smoke with them. But it's like, I didn't know him. It's my first time meeting him, but he was offended by me saying no. But hey Chris, man, I've been talking about zodiac signs. I think maybe that appreciate that, Misty. Appreciate that. Hey Misty, you know it's crazy? Like I said, I went live one morning. I actually was trying something different. Cause I was like, okay, maybe I'll go live in the morning and then I'll go live at night. But then like when I was working out, I went live because I was like, yo, let me just see who's on. And I was literally, it was a shit show full of trolls in the morning. And I was like, where's Misty at? I was like, yo, there was plenty spammers, all kind of just crazy shit kicking off early in the morning. And I was just like, damn, like, I'm like, damn, and that they was at my head too. It was like, mostly all the morning crew was like trolls and just like people that hate, antagonists, and people just that didn't like me was on at the time. And they was just literally going in. I'm like, damn, that's how people are like, damn, the morning crew, they definitely don't like my ass. But it was like, I was like, damn, I wasn't expecting that, because I'm thinking the morning crew is the same crew that comes at night. But I was like, I thought wrong, because I'm like, damn. But let me see. Missy said I don't smoke with anyone. We got your got mine. Yeah, I mean, no, I appreciate that, Misty, for sure. I really appreciate all my supporters, including you. Like I say, I really, it helps me to like keep the energy coming with the content, because like even though the people that don't like me or the channel, I mean, it is what it is. Well, yeah, it is what it is. I mean, you can't, to expect that everybody will like you is actually, that's an illusion. It's stupid to think that everybody would, because you know it's always gonna be people that don't. But it's like, I would never stop because of the people that don't. I'm just so fully aware of it. I'm just aware that, yeah, I know that everybody on here is not really watching because they like the content. Some people are watching because they're watching me to fall or fail or to lose or whatever it may be. But no, I appreciate that too, James Hudson. I appreciate you chiming in, and I know you've been here too for a minute as well. No, I know, like, Andre, yeah, for sure. Like, I don't take it personal. Like I say, I'm just more aware that, yeah, I see that the trolls, but it's, I say this, like, it's sometimes, it's, how can I say it? It's something that you can't control. You won't be able to, like, literally say who you will have and what, but I feel like everybody is, I try my hardest not to assume that it's like that, but I'm fully aware of the difference, and I know if it's somebody trolling versus somebody just, trying to spam, because the spamming is what I don't like, because that keeps, like, things confusing or whatnot. But there's, like, I noticed there's some people that actually want to know things, or they might actually, just be locked in, and they want to know more. And it's like, if people spamming and whatnot, that just messes up the chat. So I'm actually, like I say, I got OBS Studio up and running now, so I'm just waiting to get my the little chat thing added to it, so that way I gotta grab another monitor too, so I could have 2 monitors. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna be trying to do everything back at the house, doing more reaction videos, because I actually been seeing some funny videos that I want to react to. Yeah. I'm not Key. Yeah, I'm not a tarot reader because like I say, in my, I say this. Okay, so I actually see myself being different anyway because like what, I'm not a tarot reader, so you won't see me use any decks or anything or cards or anything. But like I was thinking about starting well, I was thinking about making my own deck, my own cards, you know, through what is it called? Damn, I forgot the website for that. But I might make my own deck, but it won't be like tarot. It won't be tarot related. It'll be more like with frequencies and whatnot. I want to make my own, but I'm more, it's not that and this the funny thing, it's not that I can't do it. I know how to do it. It's just that I don't want the backlash of you know, what else comes with it, because it's what you can't see. I don't want like to be unlocking spirits, evil spirits or whatnot, because when you put it like this, like I don't mess with Ouija boards and like different, certain things are not games, even though they are portrayed as games, but some things unlock portals of demons and whatnot. And that's why I have this book right here, because like this book right here is called The Prayers That Root Out Demons, and it's all like messed up or whatnot. But this book, I have to do the prayers in this book to actually bind and cast out demons, because like when you do tarot, appreciate that let me see, appreciate that whoever just, I think I just seen it, but it kind of went real quick, but all the thumbs up. But yeah, you got to be careful because for instance, I know a family member has a Ouija board, and I remember when we were, and they had the same Ouija board as like they had it for a long time. And I remember when my aunt, she was like playing with that Ouija board, and I literally got scared as shit, left the room and everything. But this was like when I was younger, and like I've learned not to touch. Okay, so you're not supposed to touch someone else's deck, or you're not supposed to touch any type of Ouija board. Like literally, don't touch it, because when you touch it, you don't know what was prayed over it. You don't know what was meditated over that board, because it could be an evil, it could be an evil curse on it. It could be anything. You don't know who made it, you know, and you gotta be very careful. And that's, like I say, some people have lost their lives playing with that junk, like to where even with the tarot cards, you gotta be careful, because you don't want to curse yourself using them. Like, so this is the secret, okay? Most astrologers ain't gonna never tell you this, but like the secret is, you gotta look at why. Because I'll put it to you like this: like, there's certain things in this life that are forbidden. Okay, we got things called forbidden fruit for a reason, and you gotta be careful, because like you can unlock demons and portals through using the tarot cards. See, because like when you use like sage and all that type of stuff, you gotta be careful, because like people don't really know what they're using. They don't really know what else is okay. They don't really know what else is happening when they're using them. See, there is more things happening, and just not you shuffling the cards, and no. So that's the thing, like when you unlock that portal, those different demons jump out, and like I say, they're harder to get rid of because you opened yourself up to it. See, you became familiarized with those spirits because you started quoting, touching, touching it. And I'm gonna tell you like this. I had a family member had several tarot decks, and soon as I touched one card, she said, "Oh no, don't touch my deck, don't touch my deck." I said, "Why?" She said, "Oh no, just don't touch my deck because she was basically trying to say like, oh, she used the sage over them, and it's like the deck belongs to her and like has her spiritual like energy on them." So I said, whoa. But then what I had to do was, when she said it like that, that let me know that though it's more than what you see that's going on. See, it's not just a deck of cards. No. And when my relative had showed me that she has several, it was like, it was a whole different feel from what I'm doing. It was more like, there's one thing that's witchcraft. Okay, so there's one thing that's witchcraft. Witchcraft is used to what? Its primary focus is to control. Okay. It don't matter the situation. It could be a person, place, or a thing. Witchcraft is used to control. But that's the reason why I don't use tarot cards, because when you use when you have natural intuition, and when you, okay, for the difference is I use intuitive insights, okay? I use intuitive insights that I come up with from my intuition, see? And it resonates because it's coming from my intuition. It's not coming from any cards, see? Now, people use tarot cards as a guide, see, to know the what ifs. So a lot of information is not it's not exactly what's going on. It's more of a iffy situation, and you got to be careful because there's a lot of deception with those tarot cards as well. So that, I mean, I ain't gonna go all deep into it because I'm sure there's some people watching, and I like to say I don't want to offend nobody, because using tarot cards is a choice. If that's your thing, that's your thing, but it's not my thing, because they don't, in my opinion, they don't work, because you can't gauge a situation off a card. There's no way. You have to go off of insight. See? And listen, you know, the difference is, if I tell you that you got to watch out for your ex, the difference between an intuitive insight and a tarot card is, I'm telling you, you got to watch out for an ex, for example, right? If what I'm saying is actually the truth, as I said it, that is coming from what? My intuition. And I'm giving you insight. See? When you deal with someone that's using a tarot deck, they're saying, oh, I'm getting a feel for you doing something, and hey, and this and that, and they're not sure. People want answers. People want exact answers. People want what's exactly happening right now. And you say, oh, you call it out, and boom, it's happening exactly how that person said it. That's how you know you're dealing with someone that is actually chosen, and that has nothing to do with cards. See, that's and I'm not trying to say, I'm not dissing anybody that does cards. It's just not my thing. That's all it is. But I will advise people to be careful not to touch them, because if it's not your deck, do not touch them cards, bro, because you don't know what that person unlocked. You don't know what they've done over them. You don't know who got a hold of them or whatnot, because people actually have lost their lives playing with cards, bro. I'm talking about the ones that's like super like deep, super just like, I'm talking about conjuring, you know, conjuring up stuff and doing like that type of stuff to the 10th power. Like that type of stuff, you got to be careful if you have wished, you know, because I ain't gonna lie, there was a lady that was doing, she was doing like roots and shit, right? Like voodoo. She had wished death on her, on like all her exes, and they all died, right, from it. But her karma was she ended up losing her life from the same demons that she had summoned to take the lives of her ex-boyfriends. She ended up losing her life, see, because she unlocked the portal, and she didn't think that those demons would turn on her. See, just because you try to associate yourself or be cool with the evil world doesn't mean that you're exempt from being attacked. That would be stupid. It's like if you're dealing with a Jezebel spirit, for example, for those of you that know what a Jezebel spirit is, that spirit can jump out at you to where you could be doing something and thinking you're just talking about one other, you know, particular subject or topic, and then next you know, boom, you might actually unlock something that you didn't even know that you manifested or that you summoned because you were trying to hurt somebody else, but then you didn't think that, oh, that same thing will come after you too because of the consumption. Demons don't get tired. They don't get tired to where, oh, they'll lay off. No, they see opportunity. They see a person that isn't on point. See, this is something to think about. Let me see. Yeah, the Misty. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too. Is that tarot? Okay. This is okay. So let's look at it biblically. Okay. The tarot thing, why it's bad, is because people make money off of telling you fortunes. See, that's what the fortune teller was all about, was that they was making millions of dollars by scamming people into knowing the future. See, so fortune teller would say, oh, you know, they need a certain amount, and then all of a sudden they would release a so-called like fortune, like, you know, to let you know something that's probably gonna happen, or hey, may happen, will happen, won't happen. And it's like, when you actually agree, that's how they hook you. See, because then that they can say something else around it, play with words, manipulate, and then based on how you hear it, you think it's true because you already told them that, oh, once you nodded your head, you told them that it was true. Then they just play around that. So you got to be careful, because it's easy. You could just take your money and not even be telling you anything. Because they don't know. So there, it could really fool you and say something, because listen, they're using a familiar spirit. That's how they're able to come across information. But yeah. No, okay, so there's two different types of hexes, you guys. There's the evil hex that's considered like the Harry Potter folklore type of hex. More like a witch hex, where it's where a person actually may have a photo or, you know, something of, you know, some tangible, and then hey, there's different types. Okay, so there's that hex, and then there's a different hex to where When you are done with the situation, or you're just bringing the truth out and saying, yo, boom, I'm sending it back to where it came from. If it's considered an attack, boom, you just send it back like, yo, you could take this back, boom, I'm sending it back to you. So that's a way of throwing a hex, but it's not, it's two different ways that it's used. So it's one, like I say, being evil influence or evil intent, and then the other one is, like I say, giving the truth back to you. So it's like, yeah, you try to attack this person with this information, but they sent it back to you. So they threw a hex to actually correct you, to make you, you know, to make you see exactly what you were doing. And then it's like, yo, putting that person in back, you know, putting them in their place, in other words. So that's the way you got to know the different connotations of how it's used. But sometimes, like me, when I say, oh, I'm gonna throw a hex and all that type of stuff, I just be trolling. I just be saying like, oh, I'm gonna throw a hex. But I really, if I do say it and I'm serious about it, then that just means, like I say, I'm setting the record straight. I'm sending that negative energy back to you, because that would be that's how the world works, is that when you do bad, you reap it, you know? So it ain't like I'm wishing evil or bad upon anyone. I'm not. I'm just basically, if you go talking about people and, you know, that person hadn't done nothing to you, you had that coming anyway. But yeah, definitely karma. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, facts. So yeah, I want to thank everybody for coming out today. Thanks, Misty, again for the doing the moderator, you know, situation for me or whatnot. Appreciate it. Smash that like button, everyone. I'll be going live. I'm trying to stay on schedule and go live daily or a couple days a week. I'm gonna try to stay up. You know, what do y'all think in the comments? Let me know. Y'all think I should go live every day or maybe like a few days a week, or let me know in the comments. But I love y'all, and I'll catch y'all on the next one tomorrow. Like I say, expect some reaction videos as well and music. And I'll see y'all on the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace out.